If your ads are not converting, it's your hooks. And let me prove it. I've spent over $35 million on ads across 390 clients, and I generated $150 million in paid ads revenue across multiple platforms. And I've ran way more videos than the average agency owner with all these clients in 90 plus different niches and verticals. And we've had the awards to back us up. Okay, kind of like that Inc. 5000 award. I got my ClickFunnels right here, got another one right here, got another one over there. We know what works. And it all comes down to how you start your video, which is the hook. And while you're getting low click-through rates on Facebook and complaining and playing victim and thinking that the agency that you pick is just going to switch everything, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact hooks from cross-niche to attention grabbing that separate the broke marketers and business owners from the ones making millions and getting a lot more from their ad spend. Let's be real. If your hooks suck, the entire funnel now has a bottleneck from the first touch point, which now makes it worthless. So let's get into it. So the first thing is the cross-niche discovery. Okay, so cross-niche hooks. After testing 90 plus niches, these same 3 hooks win every time. Most of the real estate agents and mortgage lenders and builders that we've worked with in the real estate space, those same hooks work for coaches. I know that might sound insane. There's 2 hooks here. I just helped this lady sell her home for $70,000 over asking. Okay, that works in real estate. I just helped this coach make 70 grand a month more with 1 webinar a week. Same hook angle, and it works for both real estate and coaches. Now, if we go to fitness, fitness hooks also work for B2B. And here's why I'm cross-niching. When I cross-niche, I can universally come up with more hooks and actually swipe from other industries that can work for mine. So one of my friends, John Madsen, runs Superhuman, and his whole hook is if you make $150K a year and you're a professional man who, wears an average Rolex, who drives a Benz, but you're afraid to take your shirt off at the pool, okay? That's his hook for fitness. If we reshaped that fitness hook for B2B, it would sound something like this. If you're a coach stuck under 10 grand a month and you're afraid to spend more money on ads and you've hired other agencies and got burned and you just think that the typical organic funnel and DM funnel is going to grow your business, you're wrong. Okay, you can reshape hooks cross-niche and cross-category. Now, most believe that their niche is different. The amount of sales calls that I've seen where everybody's like, well, my situation's kind of unique. No, it's not. You either suck or you're good. Your offer is either great or it's shit, okay? People who say that to you, they're going to be a problem client, okay? Any process, oh, my situation's kind of unique. I got a couple kids. I'm a single mom. Okay, so are fucking millions of other people. Or my situation's unique. I recently fell out with my business partner. Okay, 71% of businesses that failed within 5 years, it was because of a business partner. Your situation is not unique. Okay, so cut that shit out. Okay, universal psychology is better than just pain points because there's different pain points per industry because the avatar plus their problem equals your solution. And if you know your avatar, you know the problem that you're looking to solve, your solution better have universal psychology because then that helps you develop more hooks. And when you have more hooks, you have a wider creative wheel to get more out of your ad spend. So you can't ever sit there one day and be like, I don't have anything to film. I don't have any hooks. I don't know what works. Go to other niches and cross-niche it over, and you'll be shocked at the results you'll get. Now, here is the scale reality check. When you're scaling, you need to understand that what works at $100 a day is not going to work at $1,000 a day. You're spending more money on ads, your CPAs are going up, but you're staying within that deliverable range. Okay, but what got you off the ground is not always the most scalable. The ads that I ran when I was spending a couple $100 a day are not the same ads I'm running now. We spent about $18,000, $19,000, $20,000 a day on Facebook to book out our sales team's calendar and run webinars and do challenges. So we spent a lot of money. Being clever fails when you're in the learning phase. A lot of people start getting stuck in the learning phase on Facebook and, obviously meta ads, and they start sitting there going, okay, well, let's just be more clever. Let's be more curious. Dude, more aggressive hooks work every time. The most hated people make the most money. Like, look at it this way. I run a 92, 93 person operation. We do 8 figures every single year. We do over $1.5 million a month. If I was the nice guy and I was just clever, I'd make less money. But because my hooks and brand is aggressive, I make more because people are starting to resonate with that more. And the market's always changing. You have to stay updated to that. Okay, aggressive hooks survive at 15K a day like me, right? If you're going 1K a day, yeah, you could be clever. You could be curious, but just go straight aggressive. The market is just pummeled with tons of people who claim they're marketers, who claim their product's great, who claim their program's the best, who post a bunch of testimonials. Everyone's got testimonials. Everyone's got the same fucking program. Are you more aggressive and more pain point driven about pushing it down the prospect's throat? That's the way it works. Okay. When you're nice and you're the nice guy, because no women like the nice guy, you get about a 0.8% CTR. When you're more aggressive like me, you get higher CTR, around 3.2% on average. And I'm just giving you some clarity around what I see across client accounts. You know, we only run about 400 ad accounts, so I don't really know if I know a lot, but that's up for you to decide. Okay. Now, this is getting more into the webinar side, because that's our main offer right now, is building done-for-you webinars, installing them inside of coaching, consulting, online service, and course and info offers. Okay, if you want a done-for-you webinar, you want to sell more one-to-many instead of all these one-to-one bottlenecking calls, and you want to make more money and collect more money in an hour than you probably do all week and probably bi-weekly and maybe all month, then click the Calendly link in the description, book a call with my team, and we'll see how we can help you. Now, here is the webinar hook secret. When you do book a call, those pages convert at around 2%. When you run a webinar, it converts at 15%. So now I'm getting 7x of lead flow out of the same ad spend. When you're on a book a call, there's no education. There's no way for them to trust and build authority with you. But on a webinar, I build education, which equals trust. But on a webinar, I'm educating. So now when I educate, I build more trust. Okay. When you're on a book call, it increases sales resistance because you're one-to-one with that person. They know, guys, that you're trying to sell the fuck out of them. They're very well aware. Okay. Now with webinars, I can pre-qualify and I can actually build up that action and authority before the sale. If I have a Zoom room with 50 people in it, people are going to say, wow, he got 50 people in a Zoom room. He must know what he's talking about. Automatic authority. Automatically. And that's before I even sold. And there's no resistance. There's no resistance. But on book calls, it's one-on-one on a Zoom room. They know what you're trying to do. And book calls attract tire kickers and info seekers. Oh, I saw an ad. I clicked on it. I booked a call. I was just curious. Come on, bro. Cut the shit. Did you watch the videos before the call? No, I didn't have the time to. And does that person wind up buying? Fuck no, they don't. Okay, they're already broke, poor, and stupid. They can't follow instructions or directions. Obviously, they're not making more money. They're an idiot. Okay. But with webinars, I attract pain-solving buyers, people who have a problem, want to get educated on the solution, and then they're so wrapped into the fact that we can solve it for them because we understand psychology of webinars and make them understand that they can't do it on their own. It's the whole point. One-to-one calls still can't do it on your own. One-to-many, yeah, I can sell more at the same time, but the prospect knows that they cannot solve the problem on their own. So here is the counterintuitive truth behind what you think you're doing on sales calls. And here's what I like to call the counterintuitive truth about your hooks and the way that's framing your marketing. Hooks that make people uncomfortable win the most. Think about all the marketing that does the best. It pisses people off, or it makes them uncomfortable into laughing or reflecting on how dumb they are, right? Uncomfortability is where growth is found, and change builds that. Okay, being safe attracts broke-ass people. Nobody, when I was a nice guy, no one fucking bought from us because everyone was just like, oh, he's a nice guy, I could deny him. But when I was aggressive, I had good tonality, I pre-framed, now people can't fuck with my time. You're attracting all these broke-ass people into your ecosystem, and you're sitting there going, well, no one's buying. And then I watch your sales call, and you're like the nun in the front of the church. You're a saint. You're too nice. People are going to walk all over you, okay? And when I'm more polarizing, it filters in the best clients with less ad spend. People get on our calls all the time. They're like, dude, I love your marketing. You're so funny. You don't give a fuck what you're saying. You don't care what people think. That's who people want to buy from, because as soon as they know I don't care what they do, the sale gets pulled out of the equation. They know I don't need their money, and they know that they're just there to buy. Like, they know that they don't have another option because I'm the guy who was funny. I'm the guy who was polarizing. I'm the guy in the back of their head. The nice guy's not in the back of the head. The nice guy got scrolled past and doom scrolled online. Okay, so if you want us to come into your business and implement these hooks and take over your ads and build you webinars and get you more calls and sell one-to-many, click the calendar link in the description below. It's also in the pinned comment, and I hope to be chatting with you soon. And subscribe, and thanks for watching today's video. Peace.